The video I'm going to show you today is a Microsoft Excel tutorial where you create a 10 by 10 multiplication table. This activity is actually out of the Excel 2013 book I'll be using in my Encounters with Technology course for 9th through 12th graders. However, I want to demonstrate how this is very cross-curricular and actually cross-grades because the actual creation of the multiplication table itself can be used all the way down to probably around 2nd grade. Depending on the student's comfort level with computers, they can create the multiplication table itself in various ways. They can type in number each by itself, or they can use the autofill feature. So whatever the student is comfortable with on the computer is how they can create the multiplication table itself. Here is a picture of my 7-year-old son, Seth, and when I got the idea to do this assignment for this video, I said, hey, let's sit down and do a multiplication table by hand. Mine is on the left, which I think is pretty good, and his is on the right. As you can see, it's messy, it's unorganized, and he just clearly gave up when it came to the numbers. He didn't know how to multiply anymore. So hopefully if we do this on a computer, younger kids will have an easier time staying focused, and older kids, obviously the multiplication table itself shouldn't be what they're working on, but they should be working on the formatting and the features of Excel. Here is what the completed table will look like before any formatting techniques are applied. And like I said, how you get the numbers in here is up to the level of the user. Here's what the table will look like when it's done. I always think it's important to show students what the final project should look like. The vocabulary we're going to introduce is font size, font color, font type, also known as font face, bold, underline, and italicize. All these words are going to be found under the font tab and under the home ribbon. All the font changes are nicely placed in this one area, and as you can see, I circled them here. We have Calibri, which is the font type. Size 12 is the font size at the moment, and BIU is bold, italicized, and underline, and the A is for our shape color. The first thing I want to show you is how to change the font face, size, and color. I'm going to show you a screen recording that walks through everything that I do, and I'm going to tell you step by step how to do it. The first thing I'm going to do is highlight the text that I want to change. I'm going to select cells A1 through K13, and I'm going to change the font face, font type, or font style. There's lots of words for this. As you can see, there's a huge drop-down list, and you can decide whatever one you want to pick. I'm clicking on them so you can see them change. And I'm going to go with Bakersville Old Face. I'm now going to change the font size to make it bigger. It's currently at 12, and I want to change it to 16 so it takes up the whole screen. And lastly, I'm going to change the color of just the heading. So I'm going to change the multiplication tables heading and the first row and first column of all the numbers. The last three vocabulary words are bold, italicized, and underline, and these are pretty easy for the user to get since they all start with the same letter as the word as they do in the picture. So B, I, and U on the screen stand for bold, italicized, and underline. Again, I'm going to walk through this on the screen. So the first thing we're going to do is highlight the text we want to bold, and here I'm bolding the headings. So everything that is in red, I'm going to highlight, and I'm going to change to bold. And I'm going to go ahead and bold everything so it's easier to read. So everything should now have a B. As you can see, the B has a yellow box around it now. I'm now going to click the I, which gives everything a slant. And there it goes. The italicized just gives everything a little bit of a slant. So all the answers that are black are now going to be italicized. And we're going to underline just the numbers and the heading of the top row. Okay, here's your finished table. Now it's your turn. I would like you to create your own multiplication table in Microsoft Excel. Be sure to use all of the formatting techniques that we used in this video. When you're finished, I want to have you either email that to me or set it up in the classroom, and that will all be explained on the quiz